Actually had a client of mine, he sent me a text message probably the other day. He told me to go and give him an opinion on whether or not he should sign up for this. And then I realized I did a video on Kickoff, Self, Credit Strong. I'm missing at least like 2 or 3 other credit building type of products, but I've never done anything on GrowCredit. So I want to use this opportunity to do more than just like a review. Is it good? Is it bad? Should you skip? Because I don't think any product is necessarily like bad or good. It's more so a tool. And is this tool beneficial for you in your credit journey? Or should you be using a different tool, right? That's how I basically look at all products. So in a nutshell, let's go over GrowCredit. Let's go onto their website. Let's figure out what are they offering? Who's this product for? Who would this benefit? And who should probably skip out on this product? So we're going to go over everything and more on this video. So let's just jump right in. So with GrowCredit, let's say you're somebody you're trying to tighten up your credit profile. You're trying to get your credit a little bit beefined up. You have a thin credit profile, meaning you have under 5 trade lines reporting onto your credit reports every single month. So if you have nothing on your credit report that a lender can actually look at, you have a thin credit profile, right? So typically, if you are somebody who has a thin credit profile, I always tell you guys, go to the tier 1 banks, right? Your Bank of America, US Bank, Wells Fargo, the major banks that you see on the corners and in your downtown areas, and try to get a secured credit card. Not only are you going to get a primary trade line to add to your credit profile, in the long term, this is going to be a relationship that you can use for the next 5, 10, however many years with this financial institution. But sometimes you're just not there. You're not where your credit report needs to be at in order for like the big guys, the big players, they're not going to feel comfortable extending you credit, even secured credit. GrowCredit is another one of those types of companies where if you're not able to get unsecured credit cards right now, this is going to be like a stepping stone to get you where you need to be. So essentially how this works is you're going to go to their website, you're going to sign up. They're going to do like how most fintech companies do. They're not going to look at your credit. They're not going to pull your credit at all, right? They're not going to look at your credit. But what they will do, because they are a fintech company, they're going to use Plaid and they're going to check out your bank account. They want to make sure you are who you say you are, that your bank account is legitimate, that there's actually some sort of income coming into that account. Once they go ahead and approve your account, they're going to issue you a virtual MasterCard. Now, that's the key word right there. This is a virtual MasterCard. You're not going to get anything in the mail to put in your purse or into your wallet that you can go on Amazon and just buy a whole bunch of stuff. This is not that type of product. So you're going to be issued this virtual MasterCard, and you're going to use this MasterCard, and you're going to be able to take either your Spotify, your Hulu, your Netflix. There's a whole list of all these subscription services that most of us already are paying for. You're going to use this GrowCredit MasterCard, and you're going to make it the billing information for your Netflix account. So your Netflix account is not going to debit your bank like how you're normally doing it. Netflix is going to take the $15 out of your GrowCredit account, and then GrowCredit is going to take the $15 out of your bank, pay that $15, and it's going to do it again every single month, every single month, every single month. And every single month that it does that, you're going to get a positive payment history reported to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. All 3 of the major credit bureaus, you're going to get a credit line and you're going to get positive payment history. And that right there is going to be how you can build up your credit profile. So let's look on the website. There's a few things I want to go over. So you can see here, get credit for paying for your subscriptions. There's Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, AT&T, Amazon Prime, HBO. If you're watching Last of Us on HBO, if you're watching, whatever that's popping right now on Netflix, right? Use a product like this instead of your debit card and actually start getting credit for it. This is you doing the creation process. And you can see here, let's zoom in. Apply for a GrowCredit interest-free MasterCard and connect your bank account. Sign up is easy. It's going to connect to your bank account via Plaid. You're going to add your subscription. So if you have the basic version of Netflix, which I believe is $9.99. So you can see here, GrowCredit is going to be the payment method and not your debit card. And then sit back and watch your credit go. That's pretty much the process. One of the things that I do like, and I will give them credit for, they do report to all 3 of the credit bureaus. I don't remember off the top, but I do remember there was at least 1 or 2 different credit building programs that at the time of my recording, they didn't report to all three of the credit bureaus. So the fact that this actually does report to all three of the major credit bureaus is perfect for me. Let's look at the tiers. So this is the build free tier. This is what I probably am going to recommend for most people. So like I said, once you go ahead and you connect your bank account via Plaid and everything checks out, they approve you, you're not going to have to pay anything. It's going to be free for you to go ahead and set this up. They're going to report a $204 line of credit on your credit report, and you're going to have a $17 monthly spending limit. Now, once again, this spending limit is not going to be something that you can use on Amazon, go to the mall with, get gas. That's not what it's about, right? They're literally forcing you to do the strategy that I've been telling you guys to do for over 2 years now, which is if you have a secured credit card with a spending limit of $200, don't spend $100, don't spend $200, don't max that card out. Only put like a little percentage and just keep doing that over and over again. That's basically what GrowCredit is doing on your behalf. So now this $204 annual limit that's going to be put on your credit report. We all understand that that's pretty low, right? You're not going to be super impressing any sort of underwriter or lender by having this little account. But what is this account going to be doing? Why is something like a GrowCredit actually going to be beneficial for you if you have a thin credit profile? So you see here, you haven't seen this little image in a minute, but this is an image that I always reference because this is what makes up our credit profile. This is what makes up our credit score, right? If you have a thin profile, you don't have anything that's going to be reporting every single month that you've been paying on time, you've been paying on time, you've been paying on time. You need something to report every single month. The more accounts that you can have on your credit profile, that's going to convey that message that, hey, you're responsible, you're responsible, you're responsible. The more accounts that you can do that, the better you're going to be, right? Now, of course, there's different tiers of accounts, right? Just having a self or, a GrowCredit is not going to be the same as having a 10-year-old unsecured Bank of America credit card. That's going to weigh a lot more heavy than a GrowCredit or a self. But again, we have to start somewhere. If you're somebody that you cannot get an unsecured card right now, if you can't even get a secured card right now, right, you're still trying to get your weight up. These are the type of products you got to be looking at. So once you bring this account onto your credit profile, you're going to see that payment history, 35%. This is the biggest variable that makes up your credit. You want to get credit for your payment history. Remember, they're going to be putting onto your credit profile that you have a credit limit for what, $204, $207? Yeah, $204. But you're never going to exceed $17. So you're always going to have a very small amount ever being used. Even though they're going to give you $200, you're only going to be able to use a very small percentage of that, which is what you want to do for all of your accounts anyway. Because if you look at the percentage, $17 is what, 8% of 204, right? Remember, I always tell you for all of your unsecured products, stay between 1 to 9%. This is what you want to be replicating on all your accounts. A very small utilization. So you're going to get the payment history, you're going to have paid owed, you're going to have a credit mix. Now, the only thing that, you're really not going to get the super beneficial juice from, right, is length of credit history. And again, this is why I always tell you guys, look at secured cards. Even when you get a secured card and it graduates, let's say like a year later, that history, as long as you have that card open, is always going to report every single month. For things like GrowCredit and things like Self and Kickoff and what's the other one, Credit Strong, there's probably going to be a point in time where you're not going to pay for it anymore, which is, again, it's fine, but there's going to be a point in time in the future where you're not going to pay anymore. And at that point, there's not going to be any new payment history every single month. So these type of products, these aren't super long term, I'm going to have GrowCredit for the next 5 years. Like, no, these type of products are, all right, I'll use it for 12 months until I'm able to get 2 secured cards from Navy Federal and Discover, or Bank of America and Citi. You want to use these products to get your foot in the door with the major institutions. That's pretty much how the game goes. All right, scroll down a little bit further. All right, so you can see here that there is a secured version. So if you are somebody that doesn't get approved for the free version, and again, I'm not quite sure why, and as a matter of fact, let's go over to, I think this page. Yeah, so if you're not able to get approved for the free version, they have a secured plan where you have to put down $17, right? It's basically, it's going to work the same way, but the only difference is you got to put $17 down, and then after a year, they're going to give you the $17 back. Again, I can't tell you for sure like what's going to be the thing that scares them away or doesn't approve you for the free plan, but just know that there are multiple different options. Regardless of whatever your situation is, you should be able to fit in one of these plans. All right, let's jump back. Next, you have the Grow membership, and then you have the Accelerate membership. The only thing that's going to change is that the limit that they're going to report to your credit reports is going to be higher, right? So instead of having a $200 limit on your credit report, if you pay $9.99 a month or $100 per year, you'll get a basically $1,800 limit on your credit report every single month. Is that going to help you like so much better than the free version? It's probably going to be negligible, right? I don't think you're going to see like an incredible boost in your FICO score because of the Accelerate membership versus the Grow membership, or the Grow membership instead of the Build membership. I think the reason why you even want these type of products, like I said before, you want something to report on a credit report that's not showing anything to begin with. Even the amounts owed, you're going to get some credit for that too. So the amount, I wouldn't really stress over the amount. If you want to pull the trigger on any of these accounts, cool. But I think for most people, you can probably rock with the free plan, maybe 6 months, 8 months. Keep an eye on your credit profile, check regularly, see where you're at. Maybe get an installment loan added to my credit profile as well, and then start getting those secured cards. If not, you might be able to skip the secured cards and get some unsecured cards added to your credit profile. All right, so that is pretty much it. That's the gist. So that's some testimonials. The FAQs you can read yourself. But if you are somebody that has used this product or maybe used a similar product, go down in the comments, let me know, share your thoughts with the community. And aside from that, I'm going to catch you guys in the next episode. Have a good one. Have a blessed one. Peace. Hey, what's up, guys? If you're still watching and you're enjoying the content, click the link below and get access to my cheat sheet guide. It's a free PDF, how to get an 800 credit score without any gimmicks or fluff. With this info, you can start cleaning up your credit profile today. Also, if you're very serious about not only cleaning up your credit, but also maximizing your personal credit profile, as well as your business credit profile, go ahead and click the other link in the description, moneycodes.com/inner circle. Inside, you get access to the credit codes course, the business credit codes course, access to exclusive private webinars, and bi-weekly coaching calls. I'm giving you guys access to everything for free for 7 days. So make sure you take advantage of this offer. Click the start free trial now, and I'll see you in the inner circle.